Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Logically Not. Welcome, Wastelanders. I want to do a quick video today. Um, my last video, I was just giving my initial thoughts on the Ghoul, and I had a build in there. Since then, I have been optimizing the build and messing around with it. And I know I said that I thought the Ghoul needed a buff. The Ghoul didn't need a buff. Um, I was playing with him wrong. All right, there's a skill issue on my part. The Ghoul does more than enough damage um, with the right build, and it's going to be similar to what I was doing before, but I made a few changes. And there's a couple of more ways you could go with this, a few more ways you could go with this, I believe. But this has been working really well for me. He is dominating almost every event. Just especially ones like eviction notice. I'm gonna show y'all a clip of that. And he's doing really good, man. And it still had the survivability that we had in my last video. Um, Now I did change a little bit on that, and he's taking a little bit more damage. Uh, Now you don't have to do it exactly like this. You could put the cards back to have, but I just felt like I didn't really need that extra defense, and he's taking a little more damage. But I'm still able to just face tank everything. But he is taking a little more damage. I did change a few of the defensive cards. Um, and there's a few more things I think you could do with the weapon that I'll go over. But this is the setup that I'm using, and it's doing really good. Um, so if once again, this is a different weapon than what everybody uses. It's not the meta. Um, if you like being different and want to use a different weapon and want to use the feral ghoul, uh, this is the vid for you, okay? Because not everybody, this is not for everybody. Most people that play Fallout, they want to, have the meta, and you know, I like being different. That's why I went feral. I've always been melee, so I mean, it's just like I like being different. I like using the different weapons, like I said in my last video, stuff that nobody else uses. So if that's something that interests you, stay tuned. We're going to get into it. I'm going to show y'all some footage of what this new build's doing, and then I'll go over the build with y'all. So if that's something you like, stay tuned. All right. So first up, I decided I would show y'all the technique that I'm using. This is gonna matter with this build uh, because you're gonna want to be doing as many heavy attacks as possible. And a good technique for this uh, is sprinting into the enemies, and then even using VATs to make your first hit. Okay, as long as you're sprinting or jumping into an enemy, uh, you will get a heavy attack. Um, it will do a heavy attack. So you can even do it in VATs, like right here. Like I'm in VATs, boom. I mean, I took well over half his health off of that one hit. And I was one shotting a lot of these golfers during this event. But boom, just like that. I mean, it's just devastating. Uh, if when you're sprinting into enemies, with this build. Um, with the heavy attack damage that it does. Um, this is the technique you need to be using. Um, you're just going to run. You're going to sprint. Try to be sprinting as much as possible. Use your VATs. Or you can do a regular attack if you want to, but VATs is a guaranteed hit, and you don't even have to hit the. Obviously you can't hit this power attack button in VATs. So I mean, you just hit the trigger, and as long as you're sprinting or jumping into an enemy, it's going to give you a power attack. Uh, and then the fire is going to do the rest. I mean, you ain't got to swing again if you don't want to. Like if you don't one shot it, it's going to put the fire on. It's going to take out the vast majority of enemies. Just doing that one power attack and then the fire doing the rest. Uh, but yeah, I mean, like right here, I mean, just just devastating. The Ghoul is just nasty. But yeah, that's the technique. All right, so let's take the technique and get into something a little harder. Uh, this is going to be uh, eviction notice. These are all the legendaries. I mean, this build just dominates uh, these events like this. I mean, it's just once again, the limbs on the Ghoul are kind of weak, but hey, just hit them with a step pack. Uh, but yeah, like I said, you're just going to be, yeah. What's great about this, you can be down in the bottom, no power armor, and you don't have to worry about the rad scrubber going down. I mean, it used to always be the why I hated doing this event. I would do it at the top of the hill, like I wouldn't come past the top of the hill, like where I'm going right now. Like I would not come off that hill. Before because I don't wear power armor, right? So if the rad scrubber go down, I die immediately. So it's pretty awesome to be able to stay down here and play with the Ghoul, right? Where you're not worried about the rad scrubber going down, uh, and the rad's coming up. Uh, but yeah, I mean, just bam, half his health gone, dude. Like this, the technique you need to use: sprint to the enemies, put it in bats. You can also do a crit. Uh, Hit your crit button before you do it. Um, and then there's a little. We're going to change up a little bit when we see the bosses, but for like regular mobs, this is how you want to go about it. Uh, but we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do something a little different when we see the bosses. But sprint or jump, you can jump too. But yeah, sprint, boom. I mean, it's just devastating, man. Got two of these fire guys here. I mean, they light me up, right? But I'm able to recover. And if you get low on health, just go into vats and just start swinging. Just start swinging, man, and you'll get your health back. Now, one thing about the Ghoul, you don't want to get down to your main health bar. You don't want to get down to your main health bar. If you're low on glow, you're gonna see me do it here in a minute. You don't want to get to zero glow and get down to your main health bar because it's hard to get your health back on the HP bar. Um, you'll see me do it right here. See, I'm kind of low on glow, so I just hit the gamma gun a couple of times and get that glow back. Yeah, I mean, boom. It's just devastating. And I could have just walked off right there and he'd have died anyway, right? Like I could walk off right now and he'd die because the fire does so much damage. Uh, I mean, don't sleep on the branding iron, man. It's dirty, especially in the Ghoul's hands, right? The Pharaoh Ghoul. It's. I've always liked the branding iron, but like with this Ghoul, man, and the perk cards that he has, uh, it is really really good. Yeah, we're just Yeah, we're almost done with this, and then I've got a video of me fighting the Scorch Beast Queen, and I'm gonna show y'all the technique that I'm using when I'm fighting a boss uh, with this build. But as you can see, I mean, the goal is just He's dominant. He's dominant. 30 more seconds. Yeah, I mean, like they didn't even get in there at all. Um, pretty good. I will say. I'm really happy with the Ghoul. Uh, he is awesome, man. Yep, we're done there. Now we're gonna go over to the Scorch Beast, and I'm gonna show you what kind of damage we're really doing with this Ghoul. Uh, 2609, 2687, and that's 10 stacks, which is the max I have on this weapon. These are power attacks. So what I'm doing is, I mean, he can just stand in there. But yeah, 2467. Yeah, when you're hitting weak spots with the power attack, it's really devastating. And you can get two of those swings off in 3 seconds plus the 3 second fire. I mean, you're looking at like 6,000 damage every 3 seconds when you're doing two power attacks in the fire. Um, that's really good for the Brandon Iron, man. I mean, say what you want. Yeah, just one shot that. Um, he's just. I was just playing with him wrong, man. Like he does more than enough damage. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to power attack. Try to hit weak spots with the power attack as long as you can. That's and then go into vats and get your health back by just doing the regular swings. Uh, like if you get hit a couple times, like if you break, like you get your legs broken or something, or you get your arm broken, you can't swing or something like that, and it does a little bit of damage. Just go into bats and just do regular swings on the end. Doesn't matter where you hit it at. Uh, get your health back, and then you can stop and just do regular swings on the enemy till your AP builds back up, and then start power swinging again. I know that was kind of confusing, but I mean you're seeing me do it here, right? Uh, yeah, I mean when the AP goes down, I start doing regular swings. Just keep that fire on them, and as soon as the AP goes up, now I'm back power swinging. 2567, 2626. See the stats 26 20, yeah, 26 26 26 was the high so far. But yeah, AP's down. Yeah, got my legs broken. I wish his legs didn't get broken like that, man. That's kind of annoying, but you'll see that evasion's triggering a lot too with this build. Um, we'll go over the cards here in a minute, and I'll explain to you why that is. Uh, but yeah, even if you're just getting this damage here, you're putting that fire on him, man. You're doing good damage no matter what you're doing. But I mean, if you can get in front of them and hit them in the nose, or even power swing here, I'm still getting like 1,500 just like on a body swing, power swinging. But yeah, he's done. All right, so let's take a look at the perk cards now to see what I've done differently. As I said, I took a couple of the defensive cards off. I added some cards, and it seems to have helped, especially with like damage. Uh, the biggest change that I've done was, I said in the last video that I want to try this radioactive strength. This is where I'm getting the damage for when I'm sprinting into enemies, jumping on enemies, and the power swings. Right, you're getting 150% more damage, power attacks, and bashing. Uh, this changed the whole build. When I added this card, it just changed the whole build as far as damage was concerned. Um, and I ended up taking Incisor off. what I done, and I'll show you the weapon, but I pulled the aristocrats off and I put anti-armor on. So I took the 75%. You get 75% here where you ignore armor. Now I'm only getting 50 because I put the 50% anti-armor on the weapon, but it's working a lot better this way. And yeah, this radioactive strength. So basically, the cards are the same, except I took off incisor and I added radioactive strength. Um, these are the same. I believe I had fireproof on the one I was doing before. I actually took it off to give me a couple of perk points so I could add um, in the legendary perk cards, so I could add hack and slash back. Um, but yeah, these are basically the same except for this one. These are the same. This is the same. I actually added pack and light to help with my AP regen, and these two actually stack the evasive and the hyper reflexes. I believe I added another star to hyper reflexes. And I took dodgy off. This is what I'm saying. This is what I changed. I took dodgy off. This is why he's taking a little bit more damage, but I thought since I was having, some issues with the AP that, hey, I would go ahead and take this card off. That way I'm not using action points for it. And I ended up adding a star to the hyper reflexes and adding evasive and pack and light. And then we still got adrenaline. We got jaguar speed and action ghoul. So this seems to be working really well. And then on luck, we actually added faulty spots. I believe we had battle genes. Uh, yeah, and you can do either or. Um, but like with the Scorch Beast Queen, I mean, when you hit the nose, this comes into play. Uh, anytime you're doing melee swings on weak critical spots, this is going to come into play. The battle genes really doesn't kick in until you like get down to your main health bar. Okay, it's not considered glow; it's HP. So if you've got glow, this is not gonna regen anything. So very rarely do I get down to that to my main health bar. So this is kind of not helping me. Okay, so I just took it off and I added faulty spots. Everything else the same. Um, but these are the cards, the legendary perk cards. Um, I went back with the hack and slash because the damage you're going to do when you trigger it is the damage that you do when you swing the weapon. Okay, so you're going to get an AOE with the same damage number that you got with the initial hit, and it's going to spread the fire to any enemies inside that AOE. Okay, so for groups of enemies like on eviction notice and things like that, where you've got groups of enemies, this is huge. So yeah, I just felt like I needed to have this. Um, Especially doing like events and stuff. It's not that great, I guess, for maybe like bosses unless they have mobs around them. Um, so but for doing like events, this is really good. I left all these, and then Feral Rage actually was able to add another star to that. This is going to be so much better when I get this maxed out. But yeah, we got this, and we still got some room right here, right? I still can get 4 more stars here on these. So if you got this maxed out, I mean, you're going to have 4 more stars uh, to add some more perks. But yeah, these are the perks. Let's go to the weapon. And like I said, we changed it up a little bit. The branding iron. We changed it up just a little bit. My buffs are not on. My buffs are gone. So yeah, with the if you got to be doing the carnivore with the meat buffs, glowing meat steak, the stuff out of the Nuka world. You want to be using that. and then the camp buffs. You want to make sure you're using that stuff. What I done, I added the 50% armor penetration. I left the weapon speed, and then I done the VATS optimized. Okay. What I think you could do here, a little bit differently if you wanted to, and what I think I'm even going to try it. I'm going to try it. I think this is the best weapon for what I'm doing with this build. Regen and health, uh, with a non-auto melee weapon. I think this is the best weapon. I use a couple of more weapons, but I feel like this is doing the most damage because you're getting the fire on top of everything else. So what I thought about doing, I'm going to try it. I'm going to go with uh, the defender mod. Okay, where you're getting the minus 40% uh, damage reduction when you're power swinging, and then I'm going to do combo breakers for my 4 star. Okay, I'm gonna do combo breakers, and then the 40 point. I'm gonna try that. I think that might be a good setup. Leave the armor penetration and the weapon speed, and then do those two, or maybe even just try combo breakers with this setup, or not with this setup. What's the other one I was thinking about doing? I can't remember now, but yeah, the main one is going to be the 40% damage reduction when you're power swinging, and then combo breakers. I think that would be huge, and would work really well with this build. Uh, the armor, I think I left it pretty much. No, 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 no. I actually put Sentinel. I think I put Sentinel on everything. Yeah, yeah. I ended up taking the Cavaliers off. I still got secret agents here. I'm probably going to take that off. Um, yeah, I'm probably going to take that secret agent off. Just have all Sentinel on. Uh, I may go actually with one Cavalier. I don't know. I'm gonna do something with that. I may go two Cavalier. I may change two of them back and then leave three Sentinel. At least three Sentinel. But yeah, I mean you can mix and match that. Um, you know, I don't know. Really, the main reason I went with the Thorn armor is because it doesn't have any rad resistance. Uh, but since we're not really having to heal the ghoul, you might could just go ahead and go with some Secret Service armor. Uh, I think we might try that. Just try to go with Secret Service armor because I mean the main reason I'm using Thorn is because it doesn't have, and you're getting the extra benefit with the bleed damage, but it's not that much. Um, I'm thinking that you'd probably be okay with going with the Secret Service armor, because you're really not having to heal. Um, but anyway, well, that was some terrible editing. Uh, Guys, I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Um, if you would, please give me a like if you like the video, if you got something out of it. Um, we'll try to do another video in a day or two. I got some more ideas for the Ghoul that I'll be working on over the weekend. But I appreciate you for tuning in. Y'all have a great day, a great weekend, and excuse me while I have a drink and celebrate a job well done. Catch y'all later.